Hello everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig into the exciting world of corporate filings and find out if the Emperor is wearing any clothes. Today we have a special report from Alphega Innovations Corp that has got some interesting moves being made. If you enjoy getting the real story behind company announcements, make sure you're subscribed and come join our growing community on Discord. A link is in the description below. So Alphega Innovations Corp has filed a current report on Form 8K. Think of an 8K as a way for companies to announce major events that shareholders really need to know about right away. It is like a breaking news alert for big company happenings. This filing tells us about some significant changes at the top of Alphega Innovations. On the 1st of October of 2025, the company announced that their Chief Financial Officer Hung Fong Wang has resigned. Now, stepping into that very important role, the company's Chief Executive Officer Luis Carlos Ng will also be serving as the Interim Chief Financial Officer. That means he is taking on a lot of responsibility wearing two very big hats. But that is not all, folks. They also added a new member to their board of directors. Shabnor Shah is now on the board. And who is Miss Shah? Well, she sounds like a seasoned professional. She lives in Germany and has over 20 years of experience in leadership roles. She has worked for some pretty big global names like GE, AOL, Airtel, IBM, and Red Hat. At Red Hat, she was a principal consultant and product owner. This means she was instrumental in guiding technology projects and making sure they delivered what was needed. She focused on using open source technologies and what is called agile methodologies. Agile is a way of managing projects that emphasizes flexibility and quick responses to change, which is pretty common in the tech world today. Her experience includes making business processes better, planning for the future, and using technology to manage change in organizations to help them grow. She has good educational credentials too, with an MBA and a master's degree in industrial and organizational psychology. That psychology background could be very useful in understanding how people and companies work best. It's important to note that Ms. Shah has confirmed there are no conflicts of interest with her other work. She dedicates about 15% of her work week to Alphega Innovations. This means she will be spending some time with the company, but she also has other commitments. This report is signed off by Luis Carlos Ng in his capacity as Chief Executive Officer. The date on the signature is the 3rd October 2025, just 2 days after these changes took effect. Now let us put on our financial detective hats and see if there is anything else hidden in this filing. While this specific 8K is focused on leadership changes rather than a full financial report, the implications of these moves are significant. A CEO stepping in as interim CFO can signal either the company is very confident in its ability to manage its finances internally, or it might be scrambling to fill a critical gap. The appointment of a new director like Ms. Shah, with her background in digital transformation and global organizations, suggests Alphega Innovations might be looking to drive growth or innovation through technology. Her expertise in managing change and optimizing operations could point to a strategic shift or a need to streamline current processes. It is essentially a vote of confidence in her ability to guide the company's direction at a strategic level. Now, looking at these leadership shifts more broadly, Alphega Innovations appears to be making some calculated moves. The resignation of the CFO is always a point of attention, but with the CEO stepping in temporarily, it suggests a desire for continuity and perhaps a belief that the current financial direction is sound. The addition of Ms. Shah to the board is perhaps the most telling. Her extensive experience with large tech companies and her focus on digital transformation indicates that Alphega Innovations might be gearing up for a significant period of evolution. This could mean new product development, market expansion, or a strategic pivot towards more technology-driven solutions. The risk here is that the CEO might be overextended with responsibilities, and the company might face challenges if they don't find a permanent CFO soon. The opportunity, however, lies in the fresh perspective and expertise Ms. Shah brings, potentially unlocking new avenues for growth and efficiency. Alright, that is our breakdown of Alphega Innovations Corp's latest filing. What is your take on these leadership changes and what they might mean for the company's future? Do you think the CEO taking on the CFO role is a good or bad sign? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this analysis helpful and insightful, a simple like goes a long way to helping us bring you more of these deep dives. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future corporate insights. Don't forget to check out the Discord community linked in the description below to continue the conversation. Thanks for watching, see you next time.